Hey guys, it's Laura here from the Spiritual Safe House, and today I wanted to talk to you about 5 action steps that you can take to keep yourself motivated when you're feeling stuck. So the first one is to keep your eye on the prize. So right now, I just want you to take a second and think about something that you really, really want. Something that is going to make a positive impact in your life. And when you think about that thing, what happens to you physiologically? Does your heart start to race? Do your palms get sweaty? Do you start to feel excited? Notice what happens when you think about this thing and think about how your life is going to change when this thing happens. And that's the feeling that you have to hold on to keep your eye on that prize, because whatever you're feeling and the energy that you're giving out there is what's going to be amplified in your life. So remember, this can happen with negative emotions too. So if you are starting to feel any doubt or disappointment, things aren't manifesting the way that you want or as quickly as you want, get those thoughts out of your head and go back to that positive and joyful, excited feeling that you first had when you thought about how this thing is going to positively impact your life. So keep that in mind. Keep your eye on that prize and really try to feel those feelings of positivity when you think about what you want. Number 2 is talking with like-minded people. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can do this one. The first one is to find people around you, whether friends or family members, that have goals that they're trying to achieve too. And you guys can talk to each other or call each other and set a daily or a weekly goal, and then check up with one another. You just have to do it faithfully. Check up with one another to see if you guys are meeting your goals. And if you're not for some reason, then you can brainstorm together on what you can do to try to stay motivated to keep accomplishing your goals or taking baby steps to do those things. But one of the other things that you can do is you can seek out to engage yourself with people who are going through the same things that you're going through, people who are trying to reach the same goals that you are trying to reach. So one suggestion that I have is to search on social media and try to find groups or pages that have people in it that are going through the same thing that you're going through. And this gives you a sense that you're not alone, that other people are going through this too. And you guys can throw ideas back, see what worked for them, what didn't work, and what worked for you and didn't work for you, and you can maybe get new ideas from one another. So that's number 2, engaging in people who have either goals just in general that they're trying to reach at the time, or very specific goals to the same thing that you are trying to reach. So number 3 is to list your daily accomplishments. Now, I think that this one might be the most important one, and especially for people who are feeling really down or low on themselves at the time. So you have to think, if you're in a place where your energy is feeling drained and your vibration is really low and you just don't feel like doing anything at all, if you got up out of bed, got a shower, and put clean clothes on that day, then that's an accomplishment. And I know that might sound silly and very trivial, but it really isn't. And you have to think about those things and give yourself credit for all of those little, tiny, small things, because you made a choice to do that. You could have chose to stay in your pajamas all day and do absolutely nothing. So especially when you're feeling really low, it's really important to write down every single little thing that you've done throughout the day, so that at the end of the day, you can look at that list, and your list will be very long, and that will help you to boost your confidence and give yourself credit for all of the little things that you actually did do throughout the day. So that's number 3. Number 4 is to find time to spend with yourself in personal reflection. So I am an introvert. I naturally need time alone to recharge and feel refreshed. Now, I absolutely love spending time with my friends and my family, but I really do need that time to regroup myself and get back in balance. And honestly, I really try to spend at least 15 minutes a day just to take that time to myself, so that I can recharge myself and, reflect on whatever I need to be reflecting on at the time. But take time to have some personal time alone. And even if you are somebody that feels more refreshed and energized when you're around other people, I do think it's still important to think about what's going on with yourself personally, because how you're feeling about that is going to affect your behavior. Okay, and number 5 is to talk about how motivated you are. So this one kind of goes hand in hand with number 1. So the more you talk about how motivated you are, the more you're going to believe it, and the easier it is going to be for you to get momentum and to start doing things and taking those steps to accomplish your goals. And like I said, with the first one, you have to remember that whatever you're giving out, that's what's going to be amplified back in your life. So put out those positive feelings of motivation, and that's what you're going to get back. More circumstances in your life to make you feel motivated and determined and positive. And if you're having a little trouble doing this, you can always just start maybe thinking about a time or telling somebody a story of a time where you were really determined and really motivated. And just by telling that story and getting really into it, that will help to change your mood and to get you back on track to stay motivated for what you need to do. Okay, so let me know how these tips work for you, how these action steps worked, and if there's anything else that you like to do that's not on this list, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Okay, so give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and you can read more about this on my blog at thespiritualsafehouse.com. All right, guys, thank you. See you next time.